What's up, guys? It's me again, the me you don't know, but that shouldn't matter for you to enjoy good stories. So let's get on with the show now, shall we? But before that, I have two amazing comments here that I just have to show you. So, this guy from SCP Spirit, he says to give Deku the quirk half overhaul and half transform. The way I imagine that is like a Beast Boy with overhauls quirk. That's the way I am imagining that. And this one from Goblin Slayer says quirk Black Phoenix, a sentient quirk that can shoot out black flames like Amater- Amaterasu. Yeah, the that's from Naruto, right? The stuff Sasuke did with the black flames. Yes, okay. Thanks for the quirk suggestions, and I will kind of combine these in a way. You'll see what I mean later. But anyways, let's let's get back into the show. Now, last we left off. Well, when did I leave? Oh yeah, Deku got kidnapped at birth. Well, not at birth, like after birth, like a week after birth. I don't know. Deku was still a newborn when he got kidnapped, and it was by Twice, and he made a clone of Deku, so they ain't suspect that Deku was even kidnapped. And when his clone eventually disappeared, they just thought Deku died. So they ain't gonna go searching for him. But Hisashi, he thinks something up, like someone killed Deku. Not that he just straight up died. He thinks someone killed him. And so he's like somewhat of a vigilante as he's hunting down um, people with certain types of quirks. Like, but he ain't finding no one, but he is getting a lot of attention at himself. But oh yeah, cause last time I kept saying he smart. I couldn't really say it cause words escaped me. I kept saying he was smart and not dumb, meaning that this guy's rich. So obviously there's gonna be people who's gonna be after his money. So people don't really know what Hisashi looks like. But even then, he's still not gonna show people what he looks like. And he knows how to defend himself. Okay, he ain't no pushover. So he could have been a hero if he wanted to. But he chose money over fame, I guess. Uh, yes, I guess fame is what you get when you become a hero. But enough of that. Oh, and also, if you forgot, Inko did become like really sad and depressed, and she um, like their relationship, Inko's and Hasashi's, is like it's not there anymore. They're on like the brink of divorce, cause they're like strangers living in the same house. But they're living in a manner so they don't exactly have to see each other. And there are maids and other like butlers. I don't know, guards. I don't know. But this story's not about them. It's about Deku. What happens in between the 2 years that until Deku's clone dies? Um, actually, let's. So before Deku's clone had died, um, the twice clone would have had to would have died first, because 2 years it can't survive after 2 years. Let's just say that it felt it was getting weak. So I'll say this is like when Deku's like 1 and some months. Like this clone was raising Deku as if he was normal, like like a normal child should be raised. Like this clone, like I don't know how to explain it without saying this clone loved Deku as if it was their own child. Cause it just seems that way. Cause this clone was planning to use Deku, but its plans got thorned by. Let me just explain it. So around when Deku was 1 and however many months, the clone felt it was growing weak, and so it decided to go find the other clones and like the original twice. Is this clone obviously no, it's a clone. So it ain't really trying to fight the fact that it's a clone. But when it showed up at that little apartment where Twice and all the other clones was at, it it, it was a big fight going down. Yes, this is when Twice was going through that whole that when he almost died by his own clones. As it was like a huge fight in that apartment of just him and his clones. And when that clone got in there holding Deku, it just got like hit but with a sledgehammer right upside the head as it just straight up disappeared. That clone is dead. It died as soon as it opened that door. And and Deku just like fell on the ground and it just started wailing and crying. And that caught all the clones' attention. Well, the ones that are still alive, there's like 5 of them. And they all just turn and look at the door and they're like, what's a child doing here? How'd it get here? Like, because they weren't paying attention that one of the clones just walked in holding a child. No, they were busy killing each other. And, well, they tried to ignore Deku and keep on fighting. But the thing is, like, I'm gonna say Twice's quirk is weak against loud noises. So if you want to beat Twice, just get Present Mike to scream at him. So these clones are like they're affected by Deku's crying, and and Twice is too. Like he don't like loud noises like at all. So like, mm, how do I explain this? Um, well, I guess I could just do a time skip. Time skip to when all the clones die, cause the original Twice, he could maneuver more than his clones can with this crying child crying everywhere. Did that make any sense? Um, Twice wasn't as affected as his clones were, so he was able to defeat his clones more easily. There, there you go. But he still got that split personality thing, and um, he didn't know what to do with Deku. As Deku would have eventually cried himself to sleep, as he's just like lying on the floor, bundled up in, well, not exactly bundled up anymore, but laying on a blanket. Just and open doorway, as there are like a few of his neighbors like wondering like when that child was ever gonna shut up. Like none of his neighbors really cared that this guy just has a screaming child. Like they're not concerned at all. They're just like tired that this child was screaming for like 10 minutes. And like they never bothered to come check if the child was okay or anything at all. Like just they ain't care. So eventually Twice would have talked himself into seeing if the child was dead or alive. And Twice would have this little dilemma in his head, saying he loves children, he hates them, he loves them, he hates them. As Twice he likes to contradict himself, cause that's just how Twice is. Like his other personality just says the opposite of what he wants to say. That's like, but I'ma say Twice did like keep Deku for about 2.5 years, up to when Deku was 4. Oh, guys. See, I put a lot of thought into this, but I still can't say it, because I'm a terrible person. But I'm gonna go through with it. Okay, so when Deku is 4, um, he, twice he's like, he became like a low tier villain. He does nothing but what's the word I'm looking for? Like identity theft. Yeah, and he uses that to steal from the person's identity he has taken up on. Am I explaining that right? He steals money from people he impersonates. English is hard, man. Anyways, is as Twice does that, he realizes how hard it is to raise a child while doing that. So basically, he gets rid of Deku. So, like, one night when Deku is asleep, Twice just carefully picks him up and places him in a dumpster. Yeah. So, here comes the hard part. So when Twice was walking out the alley that he just placed Deku in, he turned around for one last second to say his goodbyes, but then he noticed that the dumpster was gone. It it disappeared. And Twice is like, what? What? Where'd the dumpster go? And then he just hears a garbage truck just driving on by, and Twice is like, well, okay then. And then suddenly the truck just explodes. And Twice is all like, God, hoogly doogly. That. God, why not just say that? Why not just say it? He would say something crazy like that and be like, God, dog, that kid was a ticking time bomb. Good thing I got rid of it when I did, or else I would have been dead right now. And Twice just like scratches his head and walks off, thinking that Deku is dead. There's no way he's surviving that. But unbeknownst to him, Deku, yeah, he's like, how do I describe it? Like, Deku awakened his quirk at that moment, and when the um when the garbage truck was driving off, like before it started crushing all the garbage, Deku was just started fusing things together with his overhaul quirk, and it twisted parts of the truck, and like the pipes started like connecting in ways that it shouldn't, and it just like caused an explosion. And Deku subconsciously transformed into something that gave him like great a bit of defense. Um, something like God, I can't. Like he started fusing the metal to himself, and that made his skin like impenetrable. So he was perfectly fine. That he doesn't transform at all. He just starts stitching things to himself and stitching things into other things, and massive explosion as that like woke up the whole neighborhood basically, and basically a big panic started happening, and a bit of time skip. Um, Deku, uh, Deku somehow fell into sewers. Like that explosion, like opened up a hole to the sewers, and Deku fell into it. And I'm gonna say it was raining that night, so the sewer's pretty flooded. So Deku's just floating out to who knows where, and he's just in the sewers for a bit until eventually the sewers have to drain out somewhere, right? Actually, hold on a second. Alright, sorry about that pause. I'm back now. I had to do something real quick. Where was I? Oh yeah, Deku fell in the sewers. The sewers flooded, and he's floating off to somewhere. Um, I'm gonna say the sewers eventually leads to Dagobah Beach, where all the trash was at, and I don't know if I uh Ooh. Alright, sorry yet again that Deku somehow ended up at Dagobah Beach with all the trash as Deku just like he's like awake now, and he's wondering what's happening to himself. Everything he touches just like either attaches to him or is just attached to something else, and he's wondering like if he could turn it off, and like this Deku gonna be like pretty smart, like for a 4 year old, pretty smart. Not gonna lie. He sees all this trash laying around it. He's like, I can practice my quirk here. Yes. And like, that's what Deku does. Um, and so like, the next few hours, Deku has his overhaul quirk. Point on. Is this quirk is like the only one he's gonna have for a good minute. I'ma give him that other stuff. Just to wait. But for right now, all he has is overhaul. All right, all right. So Deku trained his quirk at Dagobah Beach at 4 years old. Obviously, he ain't really do much besides stitching things together. Like he figured out how to get all the metal and stuff off him though, and like he made like a metal house. He made like a house out of all that trash up there. It's nothing too big. It's kind of like a doghouse. It's something small that he can just sleep in, and that's where I'm gonna end it off. Right? That's where I'm gonna end it off. It's getting too complicated as is. I wanted to get into more, but right now this is enough. I'll see you guys later. Let me know if you enjoyed. Like if you like, subscribe if you wanna, comment down below if you enjoyed or not, or let me know what to do next or whatever. And tell me what Hisashi, Hisashi's quirk should be, and like what his vigilante name should be, cause that's something I need as well. Hisashi's going to be important in the future, but right now not really. So take your time, I guess. I'll be gone for a while. You guys enjoy my earlier stuff. Bye.